Good day to you wherever you're watching OGTV. Welcome to your program, Peace and Conflict Resolution. I am Oba Oluwaseunfunmi Ogunleye. Today we shall be looking into a topic, mental poverty and the effect on peaceful coexistence. And we shall be digging deep into this matter because mental and the effect on our society sometimes causes issues and crises. I have guests in the house, Barrister Adegbenro Ogunbade, that will do justice to this topic. Barrister Adegbenro, you're welcome to the show.
Welcome to you. Good viewers.
Yes. We'll go on a very short break now. Please stay tuned. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. It's still your program, Peace and Conflict Resolution. Mental poverty and the effect on peaceful coexistence. Does mental poverty has anything to do with our peace?
Very well, Oba. Good day, viewers. Poverty, starting from that line, means somebody is deprived of a particular need. And when we marry it together as mental poverty, it means that the standard expected of a mental capacity is deprived at that particular point in time. So it is essentially true and correct to state that mental poverty will be a bar or will be impediment to peaceful coexistence. It requires that if you train someone in a particular way of life, if you give instruction to a particular person to carry out some duties or tasks, the capacity of the other person to understand what you have given out as a task for him to carry out will depend on the kind of training that he has acquired.
Okay.
Because, for example, now, you cannot give a doctor to work as a
lawyer.
No.
Okay.
As a caterer or something not along his profession.
Okay.
The standard of products will not be as what a person in that line will have done it. Okay. So somebody that is of low training, somebody that does not even have the required training, you cannot expect that person to understand how to carry out some simple task. And it relates also to what we do as citizens of a country. We have a government now. The government brings out their policies, they roll out their programs. If a mind is not attuned to the fact that, well, these are the kind of policies that we require to grow the country, if they are not satisfied with it, then it will surely mean that lack of in-depth in understanding that will always result in wrong comprehension. And if you don't understand something very, very well, you cannot go along with it.
That's correct.
So in that regard, we will always have chaos. There won't be any peaceful coexistence. So it is now required in this aspect that people who are expected to carry out some tasks are adequately trained in that regard. Or better still, orientation, information should be disseminated properly at appropriate time to some people that you require them to move along in line with some decision of the government, in some decisions of the society.
Okay, thank you. Sometimes people think poverty is only being hungry, naked, and homeless. I want to believe that is not a position.
It's much more than that.
So let's look at it this way. If poverty is being is as a result of being unwanted, unloved, uncared for, does it really have to do with state of mind? The state of mind and poverty, are they together?
Well, I just mentioned now that if someone is deprived of certain things,
yes,
definitely there's poverty in that aspect. It is not only in financial capacity alone. Poverty of the mind, poverty of ways of thinking. It deprives someone of so much things. It deprives someone a lot of capacities to engage in meaningful relationship. So if somebody is feeling unloved, somebody is feeling uncared for, there is always a system that is inhibited in every human being. If such a thing occurs, and the resultant effect will be chaos. Somebody that is not loved, somebody that have not seen any care,
will certainly react.
The way he will respond to even little hello or even little shaking of hands. That's why you see some people, bring up a fight, serious one, just because of simple things. I greeted him, he didn't answer. Or I said hello, he said something else back. Because the mind was definitely not at peace with itself. So it means definitely now that people should embrace values, norms, the necessary ones that we inculcate in the society. The way our culture has evolved to raise someone up to become an adult, and you have seen that person doing well, doing good in the society, someone can use that as a role model. In our system here or in our clients, I am not sure that many people have good role models. They see a lot of people who are just in the limelight without getting to know their background, without getting to know how they came to become what they have been. And in that regard, if you study such kind of a person, try to know how he brought himself up, surely those aspects of his life can serve as a training to some who want to go that way. We don't have much around here. Well, maybe in the times past, they used to mention many people, those who have made it in life. But right about now, can you vouch for somebody that, that this is how he made it, this is how he has helped people, this is how he has become in life?
Thank you, Barrister Agbero. Let's talk about the causes. Because sometimes poverty, there is poverty on its own, yes, and there is poverty of mind. Sometimes the way we reason sometimes could be ridiculous. Let me ask you this question. Making decision, do you think the poverty of the mind could also affect decision?
In that aspect,
yes,
a lot, what essentially brings about that situation is the fact that human mind needs information.
Human mind
needs information. So if somebody is deprived of a certain information or a wide range of information he needs to live a good life, to sustain himself, or to become somebody's life, or essentially to be able to achieve to his highest potentials. If somebody is deprived from information in that regard, is he going to blame anybody? But the fact that those information should be assessed. We live in a cyber age now. The right ones are always there. Those that you need to sustain yourself, those that you need to make everything happen in life, they are there. You cannot be surprised now if I tell you that sometimes even the books that I have in my office are not enough. Sometimes I consult internet for legal research, and it matches essentially with what will be required at that point in time. It's how can I mention it? Billions and trillions of information items that you can gather from there. But if somebody is deprived of necessary information and necessary orientation, he will believe that there's nothing that could help him. There's nothing that could save him. So essentially, it is good to open your mind. The Bible says, receive knowledge, and in all thy getting, get wisdom. How do you get this wisdom? Wisdom is the principal thing. Get it. If you are wise, you will open your mind to discern some things that even ordinary people cannot just think about. You understand what we have now, even our society, how it evolves. It was people sitting down, trying to see solution to problems. Penicillin, discovered by accident. Maybe he put something, he was trying to culture something. Find out that at the end of the day, that thing could be an antibacterial. And it is still being used till today. So it is essential that anybody that is deprived should open up their mind, get facts, get information. The necessary tools, the necessary items that you will need to get out of that situation, to get out of that problem, are available within your fingertips.
Okay. We'll go on a very short break now. Then when we come back, we'll go deep into the matter. Thank you for being there, and we'll be right back. Welcome back to the show. Still on the matter, peace and conflict resolution. Barrister, considering this time of ours, where there is scarcity of fuel, scarcity of food. Now, people can easily get angry with everything, every little thing. And this one is angry, this one is hungry. How do you manage the situation? And we need our peace. On a lighter mood.
Well, our lives has been all about getting. Well, maybe part of it is to sustain ourselves.
Yes.
I'm not kind of putting myself as a preacher now, but if life rolls on a fast lane.
Don't forget, there are husbands at home who just lost their job. There are wives at home who just lost their job.
Well,
and just to balance it,
to me,
somebody must calm down for another.
To me, I always consider it that whatever happens, it is not the end of life. It is never the end of life. I've heard stories of people who have been thrown in the mud pit, gathered themselves together, and rose up to the heights all over again. So it's not all about, at this particular time, I must get this. At that particular time, I must get this. Well, we see how the society is rolling now. Family barely gets to feed 3 times a day. I got this information lately that who says that you must eat 3 times a day?
There's no
rule that says that. Even you've seen people that goes on dry fast, refuse to eat for like 40 days. Or even if you eat in a day, even it's only a meal that you can get in a day, you are not going to die. If you train yourself to withstand that storm, when things get better, when things get brighter, or whenever you get what you want, you can eat all what you have. So it's all about this idea of, I want to be like this person, I want to be like this person. If you don't have that capacity at that particular point in time, slow down your life. Life is not always on the fast lane. If you see those who are making it on the fast lane, allow them. Pray for them. Don't be jealous of them. At a point in time, your home will come. And you will be at peace. Much, much better peace with yourself.
Okay. Yes, let's look at this statement. Poverty is not a lack of character. Our character and poverty, they are two different things. But I want to ask you, can poverty affect one's character?
It is always in the way that anybody, gets trained. You know, what we term as individual character stems from our training, stems from the way we were brought up, stems from the way we got taught, and stems from our particular thinking. No matter the level that anyone gets in life, it should not get into the person's head. When you are rich, you are not rich for only yourself. You should be mindful of others as well. And when you are poor, it is not a license for you to begin to blast or misbehave, blast those who have made it, or misbehave towards any other people. Your character will always be with you, whether you are rich or whether you are poor. I often get this instance when they say that somebody who has not seen an amount of money will be living in the character of another person. That when he gets money, he will show his own character. That means that person, if he's living good, that person has been good from the start. If he's living bad, that means the person has all been bad, with or without money. We should emphasize the fact that wealth is the indices of good living.
Okay.
Or is a pointer to the fact that that person has a good life. Even at the end of the day, those of them that are wealthy, when you get to see their background, you will shudder sometimes. So whatever you have, your character must remain strong. Your character must remain good. And that's how we will have a peaceful society.
Okay. And let me ask you for your own opinion and your advice to the people watching us across the world. What would be your advice to people, especially here in Nigeria, that we're going through this hard time that will never last forever?
At times,
for the homes, for people out there, and individuals.
Our time never lasts.
Yes.
Yes. Well, it's a phase. As it came, it will go. And our life is even in stages. Like Shakespeare said, everyone acts his part. And at a particular point in time, if it is rosy, enjoy it. And if it turns dark, again, bear it. It is the essential ways. It is the ways that you are able to manage through all the seasons that makes you a strong character, that makes you a human being. And challenges are part of life. One will come across it at any point in time. An opportunity as well are part of life. If it comes your way, use it wisely. That's my advice to viewers at home.
Yes. Thank you. If we are to say that advising the general public, I want to believe that, that there are things that government must also put in place for their people. Because this, your advice, it is for the generality of the populace. And what would you request or advise government to put in place?
Well, I have every opportunity I have to say this. We know there are hard times. But it will be well meaning. It will be well encompassing if government tries as much as possible to reduce their spending. Times are hard, yes, but it shouldn't be felt alone by the common men alone.
Especially the masses.
Government as well, officials of the government as well, should not even at this point in time try to be flamboyant.
Oh, thank you, Barrister Adegbero Ogunbade. We'll be drawing the curtain on today's show on peace and conflict resolution. I must thank you for coming on the program.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much.
Obalua.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Yes, this is where we shall be calling it a day on the program, Peace and Conflict Resolution. Till I see you next week, next time on the same station. I am Oba Oluwaseunfunmi Ogunleye. See you and be peaceful.